Yeah, baby. The Mac is back. Back with another workout. So, pretty beat up. I did like a super fast leg workout 2 days ago, I think. Yes. Like, literally just pretty much back-to-back sets building up upwards. Just a light load, but ton of reps, pretty close to failure, and that did the trick. Just desperately trying to keep my legs somewhat, with the program. Still, chest, still recovering from the last workout, which was actually really, really good. So yeah, pretty beat up. I also have a headache brewing at the base of my skull, so I'm hoping that if I get moving a bit, it will actually get better rather than worse. Oh, nice. It seems like TikTok might be available to Mac OS as well, so maybe we'll get streaming on that. Although TikTok has been super strange for me in terms of what has been happening on my account, but hopefully we can get that sorted. Overhead pressing. So basically trying to rotate between a camber bar bench and a dip movement and a shoulder press. I do want to, at some point I do want to actually get an incline bench as well, so I can incline bench, which would be very nice, but they are expensive. I did see one on a sale at a very, very decent price. Of a good quality, but right now I'm not able to buy absolutely anything. So we're gonna do a vertical pull with the pulley. I think I want to sort of warm up here with the dumbbell before I go on to the multi-grip. Yeah, we should also track this workout. The multi-grip, there's a bit of an incline element since you are sort of, a very extreme incline, I would say. There is that. This doesn't really warm up for that specifically, but still, I feel like better to do than to warm up with the bar. First of all, the bar is just, for me, too much of a, like, I like a steadier warm up to the weight, so it's too much on its own. And also it requires more flexibility from you, press properly, and I feel like I'm too tight when I get going with it, so I like to use the dumbbell, kind of loosen things up, and then, you know, warm up to the barbell itself. To the barbell. Once I begin to feel like I'm getting a bit of a stretch from the pulley, which is not currently yet happening, but it's fine. I'll actually keep on using the same dumbbell here until that is the case, because, well, it's fine for these purposes. Oh. Bit of a stretch going there, but the weight isn't yet quite enough to make a proper stretch going. I think we are, however, ready for the barbell here, so let's get going with that. Still not quite a stretch going. Load this in here. I'm actually gonna go nice and steady with the overhead press, so we're gonna load in 5 kilo 5 kilo increments. because it is such a 10 kilo jumps on this movement are quite a lot because you can lift so much less with it. So put these 2.5 kilo blocks in, giving us 5 kg. Cool. Also been thinking about my one of the previous methodologies that I used, which is basically in a program I work up to a heavy single for each exercise. I don't really go balls to the walls. I don't go for a 1 rep, but I go for a heavy single. Maybe just under 90% of what I can actually do, maybe 85. Do that single, and then from that come back down and estimate my weight for the volume that I'm gonna do, and that did really work really well for me. Not only obviously you're working strength as well, but I always felt like it calibrated my body for the workout. Obviously the lighter weights are gonna feel a lot lighter, which is kind of a psychological victory. But yeah, something I'm wondering and pondering about once again. So yeah, I'm thinking about maybe we should try it for this workout, just for the shits and the giggles, and also see how it feels. I will put these locks on because these plates are so sleepy, especially on this bar, which is also slippy. Apparently we are powerlifting now. This is also like when you take your time with it, because you kind of work up to that big heavy single, even if you work pretty light weights to get there. I actually think it's a pretty decent way to warm up. Obviously you want to be careful of not wasting energy, which is entirely possible to do, but yeah, I'd say that really just comes from experience, and you don't have to take all of the steps upward. You can skip some, obviously. I'm gonna go ahead and load this 25er here, which is a plate that I haven't used in a long time, which doesn't feel great, to be honest. That probably used to be one of my most commonly used plate types, but go. Ooh, that feels interesting. Nice. Yeah, that feels pretty nice. be honest, this feels a bit absurd and strange, but you should try it. You should try everything within what is still safe and sensible. You don't hurt yourself and learning from it. But yeah, I really actually used to, I don't know if I do anymore, but used to enjoy this method. Basically work to a heavy-ish single, and then you pull back to maybe about 60% altogether and do your volume with that weight. Yeah, I at least found that I could deal with a lot more weight that way. The nervous system is so strange, such a big psychological component to lifting, especially when you get into the strength world. It's just, you know, when you do something quite heavy and then you come back down, it's just going to feel completely different if you just build up to that working weight straight away. Not to say that this is going to be a great methodology for all people or all cases. I'd definitely say that it's more like a more advanced or maybe intermediate thing. By the way, this is not, I don't hear anyone else talk about this, so take it with a grain of salt. Whoa! Yeah, doesn't feel great to be so weak in this, because I used to do sets with 60 something kg. So, I mean, like, I used to do multiple reps for sets. But overhead pressing is really, you know, one of those things where you snooze it, you lose it. That strength goes pretty fast, but also obviously comes pretty fast if you train it. But yeah, you don't need to snooze it for long to see the losses in strength. So you really want to keep it in the program if you want to be strong in that movement. All right, so we got added 30 kg here. Still don't know how much the sled is. Take us to 50 kg. And on this pulley, which they claim is a 1-to-1 ratio, that would be pretty good. But I don't know, could be also 10 kg, so no idea. Maybe one day I can measure it or weigh it. Yep, still feeling pretty good. That's not bad. Trying to keep that pull as isolated as possible. So, pretty happy about the pulling strength in the vertical domain. It's not half bad. So that's I would like to do pull-ups proper someday on a workout, but I know they are very taxing for the nervous system for me, so we'll see, but it would be nice to loop back to those. Alright, so this I suspect is getting pretty heavy for me. A measly 45 kg here, but based on how that previous one felt, it's probably not great. Let me cover my ass, which is not obviously common on Twitch, but that's how we do it here. I am gonna engage the soft belt here just to get a bit more stability, even though we are sitting, still more stability, because I really want to just focus on the pressing as much as possible here. Again, I think the main issue here is stability. the multi-grip bar is far more difficult to stabilize on your wrist. So that's the thing I'll try and concentrate most on. Oh. All right, so that's that feels interesting. Let's put it that way, because I feel like my pressing strength on its own is there, but my stability is not on par with that. So we'll still go up, but we'll need to keep an eye on that, because I don't want to. If the stability isn't there, then it's not worth the risk. The injury risk goes up so much, and the benefits don't. So, yeah. Okay, we added 5 kg on the pulley, so we'll do our single pull here. All right. Okay, so that's probably pretty close to what we want to be working on today. Yeah, I don't think, yeah, we're gonna call that there. We're gonna go ahead and add the fibers on the overhead press. This puts us at 50. I'm pondering whether I want to put the wrist wraps and how they actually influence this, because I really don't know. I don't think I've ever used wrist wraps on an overhead press. I guess that's not technically true, because I used to have these training gloves that I did use. I know, heresy. A lot of people will stop watching right now, but I actually think there are many benefits to gloves. There are obviously also drawbacks. But yeah, overall, didn't want to continue down that path. All right, let's see how this feels. So this is 50. Oh. Cool. So yeah, kind of the same story. There, it felt more like a technical / being used to the movement sticking point. That wasn't like a strength muscle type of thing. I felt like I can press it, but it was more like, am I in the right position? Am I doing it right? And also just like fluidity of the movement. I didn't want to move in a way that was going to compromise anything. So that's always pretty essential. That's actually, we shall jot these down, as you always should be. So that was 50 kg. on the multi-grip. All right, and then for I guess it's this one. 1 rep for that was 35 added kg. Wherever that puts us in total doesn't really matter as long as we know what we add to that. Cool. So let me calculate this. So let's go with 60% of that. Yep, so 35 times 0.6 is 21 kg. So let's do that. Get this 25er back in the rack. I also want to calculate the so 50 kg, 0.6, that's 30 kg. So, okay, I think this actually works out pretty nicely because we can, no, this went the wrong way around. These stay here. These ones go here. Wish I had double the plates. I really did. Do. Luxury, that would be the definition of living the life. Okay, so let's get into the volume section of this. Locks in place for this, and just gets almost straight into this. Just want to keep track of this Okay. Oh shit, I don't want to open Chrome. Alright, let's just get into it. Looking here, oh my straps, here we go. So I'm taking these on here to the side in case I need them. I might need them, my grip might fail me. And again, I want to make this focus on the pull itself, although I do want to have better grip than I do right now, but it does affect how you pull. So I'll keep them there. Oh. The main thing there, sometimes you get your grip wrong. Bits of skin get caught up between your own hand and also the handle. That's by far the most painful part of a lift. If that happens, it doesn't matter what the weight is, or well, you know, unless you break something. But certainly makes you forget about the difficulty of the lift. All right, let's try and get my mustache out of my nose. Alright, so decisions need to be made. I think we'll do one more set of each. I think that's the right call here. Yep. Let me just take some notes here. So that's 3 sets of 10 reps. Cool. Now we just need to do the 3rd set, but oh. 132. Alright, so that's not too bad, 126. So it's good work. It's pretty tough, but pretty manageable. You know, probably a good balance of things, I would estimate. So let's do this overhead press. Oh, yeah, 130, 132. So yeah, again, kind of the same thing, pretty well balanced. The resistance here felt about in the same ballpark for each movement, so that's a good sign. Good stuff. All right, so next up we're gonna do arms and shoulders. What's up, Jessica on YouTube? How you doing? So we're gonna get the camber bar in here. Yeah, those are very kind words, but not so strong. Obviously, it depends on what you compare it to. Obviously, I compare myself to, well, I mean, first of all, how strong I used to be, but also compare myself to the people that I follow, and they are many times over stronger than I am. So it's but importantly, like, I don't say that in a negative fashion. Try and be as objective about it as I can, and I don't mean it in a self-defeating manner also either. I bring this up because for a lot of people it's very easy to neglect your own wins. I think you should be proud of them and celebrate them, but also understand that there's a bigger world out there as well with some badass people. So it's a balancing act for sure. Let's get this straight bar in here, and overhead pressing for me tends to be a better workout for the triceps rather than benching. Dips are really good as well. They might actually be even better than overhead pressing. I think maybe definitely are. Maybe definitely. A good sentence. But yeah, I just want to make sure that we're good to go. Do just a few light motions on all of these weights. Get the elbows lubed up, get them warm, get them used to this. Cool. In here. Don't know how my shoulders feel, so it's pretty tough to say before you're actually under the bar. So once again, really tough for me to estimate how well that hits my side delts, because I'm getting more of the pain in the other areas. So, tough to say, but I'm gonna go ahead and add 5 kilos there, and just come back down if that's not good. Jessica asking, why are you hiding yourself? Well, I'm here. You can see me, right? I wear the hoodie because it keeps me warm. So, and that's good for the workout. I do usually take it off once I begin to feel really hot, so you don't want to overcook yourself either. That's usually pretty late in the workout for me when I do that. So feeling that a bit in the elbows. We didn't have the 5 kilo step in between, but that's fine. We're gonna keep the weight, and I'll just work the same weight, and hopefully that will feel better. But let's jump straight into here. Shit the bed. Ah. 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 Shit. Fuck. Alright, well, that's that for the upright row. It's gonna jump straight in here. Alright, I'm gonna shift to the V bar here. And we're gonna set up the seat. So we may do our bicep curl and also our more side delts. So barbell set up in here. Oh. So actually gonna jump straight in and do this V-bar set first. Ah, fuck. Shit the fucking bed. Woo. Shit. No, this is the late workout part. Yeah, it's the heat thing is actually super interesting. There's a lot of really interesting research on that about if you can manage to cool your inner core temperature, you can actually do more in the NFL. I haven't tried it myself, but I have meant to do that for quite a few times. But it's kind of a tricky thing because you want to warm up to do the work, but once you warmed up, you don't want to overheat because that drastically drops your performance. So I don't really like. I've always thought being as warm, being as hot as possible is been a good thing, but it seems like it's not. So it's pretty tough to say without actually trying it yourself. Cool. So side delts. I'm going to keep the weight the same. I'm just going to try and actually no, because last time we did quite a few reps. So this time let's try and increase the weight. Try and get a new baseline with that. So I'm gonna grab the tiny plates, which are definitely gonna not feel very tiny very soon. Because for such a small movement, such a small muscle, this is 2.5 kilos more, which is quite a lot of weight. I can't really do a smaller jump. I guess I could if I use the other fractional plates here, but we'll at least see how this feels first. So, and the good thing about this is that you can manipulate the range of motion. Oh my god. Jeez. So in the previous time when we did these, you can see that I go far higher. And that's really, again, it's not good or bad. It depends on whether you can do it or not and whether it hurts or not. And also, it's obviously a lot more difficult to go higher up. So it's a nice exercise in the sense that you can manipulate the resistance that way as well. So even if you go up in weight, you can still work that weight by adjusting the range of motion. And vice versa, if you don't have as much weight at your disposal, you can go higher. Oh, fuck. I don't know if that was 10. I think it was. I really shouldn't be talking when I'm doing these because it's possible to keep track otherwise. I know. Counting to 10, lifting, they don't match. So I'm gonna keep the 5 kilo here. Again, it's a lot of weight for this, but I'm gonna try and do sets of this. So that way we definitely have our hands full. So we're going to do sets of 8. I feel like I can maybe do that for at least a couple of sets. And not go. It's tough. So we're probably gonna overdo anything here. Yeah. That's it. Ooh, it's tough. Gonna run out of battery on this watch. Maybe we can make it to the end of this workout. Shit the bed. 128 BPM. All right. One last bicep curl. Get lined up here with the cable. Oh Lord. That's it. Gotta say, that was a good session. really good work. I expect to feel this, most definitely. I guess is kind of the point. But yeah, making the most of it. If you're watching, you're not subscribed or following wherever you may be watching, consider doing that. This is what we do here, among other things, but this is a part of it. So do that. As always, take care of yourself. I'm gonna go and have some food, get the shower, and then do some more work. So take care of yourself. I'll see you next time. Finished.